For Barcelona, I wanted to say something on all the reports we're having, guys, on Dani Olmo. The most concrete possibilities for Dani Olmo are two. One possibility is Barcelona, and the other possibility is Bayern. It depends on the player, so this could be also very important to understand the future of Dani Olmo. Meanwhile, obviously, Barcelona are having contacts with agents, and they are having regular contacts with the agents of Dani Olmo, and I can tell you two things. The first one is that the feeling at Barça is that Dani Olmo is giving priority to them, so that Dani Olmo could be really attracted by the possibility to go to Barcelona. Barça feel that Dani Olmo could be open to the move, but another important point, and I close this page, is on the financial fair play.
Welcome back. It's episode 13 of the FC Barcelona Ultimate Career Mode featuring the Copa del Rey. And yes, the headlines are out. Barcelona are going for Dani Olmo. But with only 10 days left in the transfer window, with FFP obstacles in our way, will we get it done? So if you're excited for the career mode, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. And most importantly, guys, please turn on notifications. Now, previously in La Liga, we were only trailing Real Madrid by 1 point. We then drew a draw with Osasuna at home 0-0, unfortunately, and Real Madrid extended their lead to 3 points. We then took on Real Betis away, but we came out on top with 2 goals, one by Victor Roque and one by Joao Felix. But Real Madrid remains stingy and still hold a 3-point lead in La Liga. Now, in the previous episode, we did win the Spanish Supercopa, as instructed by Laporta. We will now place the remaining players requested by Hansi Flick on the transfer list. All right, let's start with the big name, Joshua Kimmich. We have now transfer listed him as requested by Hansi Flick. He has also requested a transfer listing of Gundogan. He is not in the plans for our future. Hansi Flick has also requested that we recall Paulo Torre. So we're going to go ahead and do that. He's going to be rejoining the squad, and we're going to block all offers just in case. And also Joao Felix, we will now put on the transfer list. Big names, I know, big names. Flick has also requested a long loan for Victor Roque, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Hansi Flick has also requested that we cancel any loan deal for Eric Garcia. He does see him in our plans, especially now that Kimmich is leaving. He could help us not only as a center back, but as a CDM. So we're going to go ahead and reject this offer. And we're going to block all offers for Eric Garcia. He is going to be staying. And also, just a quick update, Ansu Fati is now just 6 weeks away from making a comeback. Remember, he did suffer a torn ACL at the end of last season after being our best scorer, and we're really hoping he can come back strong. And we seem to have an offer for Mark Ju, so let's go and take a look at that. Alright, so the offer comes from FC Vizalia. Our internal information says we should be able to get somewhere between 1 and 2 million euros, but we might be able to negotiate a better deal. I'm gonna go ahead and delegate and see if we can get 2.5 for him. Actually, this is not bad. Let's start at 3.2 for no less than 1.5. So Ter Stegen has been named the clean sheet leader. He now has 9 clean sheets. In 19 matches, he's only conceded 14 goals, so GG's to Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Now, in our inbox, we're just getting a reminder that Paulo Torre is now back with the club. All right, so now Martinez is a little bit unhappy. The problem was we weren't too sure if we were gonna sell him or not. We have decided not to sell him. Hansi Flick has instructed to prioritize Dani Olmo over Joao Cancelo, so we have decided to keep him. So let's see if we can make him happy. Let's tell him it wasn't an easy decision, and that's going to bring it up a little bit. Hopefully we can give him a little bit more playing time. All right, in the Copa del Rey, after beating Cartagena 3-2, we're now going to be taking on the round of 16, and that's going to be against Albacete, and it's going to be an away match. So we did get a response from FC Vizela, so they're offering 1.7 for Mark Ju, and I think I'm going to go ahead and accept that because, I mean, we can enter negotiations, but I mean, what are we going to get? Like 2.4 at the most? He's not going to go for too much money, so I'm just going to go ahead and accept that offer, and we'll see. So it's now up to Mark Ju to agree with FC Vizela, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. So here we got Arnau Martinez again. Now that you've changed your mind about selling me, boss, I hope you'll give me a chance to prove my value to the team. I want to build a future here, not just sitting on the bench. I agree with you, my good friend from La Masia. I'm just going to tell him he's valuable. He's not quite happy yet, but we will be giving him a little bit more playing time. Now, let's see. Of course, Joao Felix. Hey, Gaffer. I have to say I'm pretty surprised to hear you're looking to sell me. I really enjoyed my football here, and if it was up to me, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I know. It's too bad things didn't work out with Joao Felix, but we're really looking to go in a different direction with Hansi Flick, so a move might be your best option. So he looks like he's happy about that. Also, Joshua Kimmich. Hey, boss, I'm a bit surprised you're looking to move me on, but I can't say I'm unhappy about it. Yeah, we're looking to go young. We're going to start going with Marc Bernal and Marc Casal. So I'm not going to be able to guarantee you games. To be honest, it's just a sporting decision. Hopefully we'll be able to sell these players on time so we can get Dani Olmo. Yes, remember, our #1 target is Dani Olmo here. All right, for the upcoming cup game, we are going to have to take into account now the new players that we're going to be depending on. So there's going to be a few changes. We're going to move Rafinha over here. And I'm going to go and take a look at Rafinha's training. We might have to train him as a CF or an SS. We'll take a look at that in just a bit. But let's figure out the starting lineups. So Lewandowski is now back into shape. Victor Roque, we're looking to loan out. And Yamal's back in form. So we're going to put Lamal here. But we're going to have Ferran Torres be the substitute on the bench. All right, looks like Valdez back in form. We're gonna want him to be starting. Pau Cubarsí is a little bit tired, so let's go ahead and give Inigo Martinez to start on this one. And with Koundé a little bit tired, let's go ahead and give some playing time to Arnau Martinez. Let's see if we can make him happy. But let's have Koundé available. We're not gonna be counting on Gundogan anymore, so we'll have him here. We'll sort this out in a bit. It is here. I like to have this organized. So let's move Paulo Torre up here. He'll be on reserves. Now, De Jong looks very tired. We got to figure that out. So let's go ahead and give Bernal the start. Hansi Flick is counting on him. And we might as well bring Casal into the... Since De Jong is so tired, there he is. We're going to have to put our faith into Casal. And I think I'm going to start with both Bernal and Casal since Gavi's a little tired. Gavi might come in the second half. And actually, Koundé is a little bit too tired, so let's bring up Frimpong. And also, let's bring up Garcia since we're not going to be counting on Kimmich anymore. Pedri looks a little tired, so I think I'm going to start Fermin Lopez, who had the banger winning goal. So I am counting on him. And since Cubarsí is tired, let's go ahead and bring up Christensen. All right, and let's also bring up Paulo Torre because we're not going to be counting on Joao Felix anymore. So for now, we're just going to really rely on Ferran Torres to be the backup to Lewandowski because we're not going to be calling up Pau Victor until next season. But remember, we will be getting Ansu Fati back very soon, so that's going to help us a lot. I have a feeling Ansu Fati is going to hit the ground running and he's going to pick up right where he left off, and we've already trained him as a striker. You can see it right there. So Ansu Fati, come on, baby, get healthy. We're going to need you. So for now, we'll have Angel Alarcón be on reserves. I want to just make sure to have the people we count on. Obviously, someone like De Jong is going to be on the starting lineup. We just have him in reserves because he's a little bit too tired right now. But I think this is it. I think this is the lineup we're going to go with in cup action. I know Ter Stegen's a little tired, but he's been way too important for us. He's been literally the game changer. So Ter Stegen, hang in there. All right, for now, we're going to still use the Xavi tactics because Xavi's still in charge until the end of the season. Remember, Hansi Flick's mainly just working as the assistant and leading the charge with Deco when it comes to the sporting direction, and also he's preparing the team for next season. So we're not going to be using any of Hansi Flick's tactics yet. We might use it every now and then. We might sneak it into one of these. We'll see. All right, Rafinha. All right, so he's only trained as a right wing forward, and that's a problem, guys. So there's a lot of things we need to do in his development plan. Let's take a look. So I know he's more of an inverted winger, but as you can see, he's really capped off on growth. So we're not going to really get anything from switching this to inverted wingers. So let's actually look at the positional trainers. So now we could train him as a cam. It says it's going to take 135 weeks. That's not going to work for us. We don't have 135 weeks. We could train him as a CF. That's going to work. It's 31 weeks. We can also train him as a striker. That's 313 weeks. I wouldn't do that. Let's train him as a CF. That's going to help us put him into an interior forward position where he's been playing in real life. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, problem solved. And once we're done with that, we're actually going to train him as a left winger too. We might as well. It'll only take 2 weeks, but first we got to get that CF taken care of. All right, for the training, you guys know I like to focus on passing. So we're going to do the game crossing scenario. It has the most amount of players involved. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. It did take us all 3 times, but we did end up unlocking the temporary playstyle, so that's good news. You can take a look at the lineups of our opponent.
A city imbued with the spirit of excitement and a stadium enveloped by anticipation. This has all the ingredients necessary for a tasty football recipe, and both sets of players are ready to throw everything into winning the game for their fans. A mouth-watering prospect awaits. Stay with us, we'll have it all for you coming up next on EA TV.
All right, here we go, folks. Round of 16. It's an away match. It's going to be tough. I know it's Albacete, but every game is tough. Early steal by Arnau. He's looking to impress as we have decided not to sell him. Hansi Flick really in favor of giving the youth players opportunities, especially ex La Masia. Here's Marc Bernal, who Hansi Flick has put a ton of confidence in. Inigo, Bernal, over to Casao. Casao takes a shot off the goalkeeper. Great shot by Casao. It's a good start here for Barcelona at minute 5. Corner kick into the hands of the goalkeeper. Threat is averted. So remember, this will go into overtime if we're tied, so no ties allowed. As Lewandowski juggles his way through Balde. Fermin Lopez. He has the ball stolen. Let's keep our shape. Let's keep our heads. Should be okay. Little confusion down the middle. Casao in the half space. Oh. I don't know what happened to Inigo there. And we push forward. Here's Arnau. Over to Bernal. Bernal swings it over to Rafinha. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Fermin. He takes a shot from deep. Ooh, nice steal by Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal puts on the skills, gets it down to Fermin Lopez. Fermin over to Casao. Here's Casao taking the shot. Casao recovers. Good job, Casao. Bernal and Casao looking really good here. It's been all Barca so far. Fermin with the moves. Ooh, that's gonna be a penalty. No. And it looks like Fermin might be injured. Tough tackle. Referee says play on. He saw nothing wrong with that. Let's check on Fermin. He looks to have a knock. Hopefully it's not too bad. Sometimes it's just a small knock. We'll see. It's gonna suck to lose Fermin Lopez. That's not good news for Barca. However, we did call up Paulo Torre, so Torre has been called back. And he's eagerly waiting for a chance. As Albacete attacks, Barcelona looking a little disorganized as that's deflected. It's probably going to be a corner kick. Here comes the corner. This is the first real attack by Albacete. Lamine clears. Fermin still a little injured there. Not liking that. I'm a little worried. It's a tough tackle, man. I don't know how the referee did not call a foul on that. Let's keep our form, keep our shape. Double team. Albacete gets through. Careful now. Careful, careful. Oh, man. Inigo is just not having a good game. He's been struggling this game, and he cost Barcelona the first goal. We have conceded early here after we were pretty much in control. Once again, Barca find themselves having to come from behind. Rafinha pushes forward. He says play on. He has the ball stolen, and we have lost momentum here. Rafinha recovers. Here we go. Much better, much better. Lewandowski with the run. Here's Casal. Back to Rafinha. Rafinha tries to curl it in, but that's saved by the goalkeeper at minute 29. Corner kick by Barça, looking for Inigo. Does not have the hops. Here's Lamine Yamal. To Inigo. Inigo over to Fermin. Fermin tries to let it go. Here's Casal over to Lamine Yamal. Goal by Lamine Yamal at minute 32. Lamine Yamal has tied it up. Goal by Lamine Yamal. And we are all tied up. And it looks like it was an assist by Marc Casal. And Lamine Yamal has come up big here late in the first half. Xavi loving that. I'm loving that. And we are now 1-1. See if we get back into this. Stolen by Casal. I'm sorry, Marc Bernal. Marc Bernal is looking really good. Over to Araujo. Barca starting to take command here. It's been a couple of weeks since the last game. Barca looking to get back into rhythm. Fermin still, he looks like he's injured, man. He's injured. Casal gets through. Super kick! Golazo by Casal! Marc Casal has totally silenced the crowd. And look at this banger. Marc Casal! Oh my God, look at this. Woo! Just smoked it. What a goal. So we're 2-1. And Hansi Flick was right. As there was a bit of controversy as they have put Kimmich on the transfer list, Casal and Bernal have been called up. And both of them have made instant impacts on the game. Casal steals the ball. Here comes Fermin. Over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski's going to take a... Let's just say that slipped. Minute 39. Barca in full command here. Lewandowski coming in with the press. Good job, Lewandowski, with the press. Albacete is not looking comfortable anymore. There's Casal. Careful now, there's an overlap. Here's where we need to focus. Good ball, stolen. Here comes the counter attack by Barca. Over to Rafinha. Fermin's looking injured, man. Gotta now have that stolen. Almost. Casal's looking really good. Marc Casal looking really good. And yes, I will update their kits, guys. Sorry about that. Ooh, sliding tackle. It's been a violent game by Albacete. And that's the first half, as the referee has refused to even call a yellow card. As we go into halftime, Barcelona leads 2-1. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, Fermin Lopez is injured, guys. That is bad news. But the good news is we got Paulo Torre. We're going to be testing out Paulo Torre. All right, now let's look at the match facts. So we do have 54% of possession. We have 8 shots versus their 3. Our pass accuracy is looking really nice at 95. When it comes to the team performances, it is Marc Casal leading the charge at an 8.1. Lamine Yamal, who had the first goal to break the ice. Marc Bernal and Fermin Lopez, unfortunately, injured. Here we go, second half. We have kickoff. Here's Rafinha. Over to Casal. What the heck happened there, guys? Little miscommunication. Barcelona has lost possession very needlessly. Good steal by Araujo, though. Arnal. Over to Lamine. Good pass. Inigo. Balde. Slow build-up. Barca's not taking a rush here. We are still playing Xavi ball. Here's Paulo Torre filling in for the injured. And it looks like, I hope he's not injured too, for the injured Fermin Lopez. Referee still refuses to call a single yellow card. That was kind of rough there. First changes for Albacete. So it's minute 50, and I don't feel comfortable at all with a 1-goal lead, so we gotta step it up here. Here's Casal, who has stepped it up. Over to Rafinha. Rafinha turns around, gets it to Casal. Casal, good triangulation. Casal, he's still there. Here's fair off the goalpost by Rafinha. That's just bad luck there. Barcelona's in complete command of this game. Here's Marc Bernal. Over to Arnau. Bernal. Over to Arnau. It's minute 55. We're looking good here. No mistakes. Here's Casal. Looking excellent, working with Bernal. Starting to own the midfield. Here's Rafinha. There's a run. Looking for the triangles. Nice swing. Here's Lamine. Shakes off the defender. Back to Paulo Torre. He has it deflected. Bernal almost recovers, and here comes the counterattack by Albacete as Bernal rushes back into place. Looking good. Careful here. Here's the counterattack. We know Inigo has been having trouble defending. No, no, no. As it's a bad pass, it's a bad center, and we recover possession. Lamine Yamal. Over to Arnau, minute 62. Here's Inigo. He's pushing forward. Bernal swings it over to Arnau. Lamine Yamal is well covered. Casal's, I think, the star of the game so far. He looks really good, man. I'm gonna play him a lot. Rafinha is also looking very well. Bernal's also looking very well. Hansi Flick is up to something. Here's Rafinha. Flicks it to himself. Get a little cheeky there. It's a window. It's a window. Golazo by Rafinha, and you can kiss this one goodnight. Rafinha, another banger. That is the third banger of the day from long distance. This one is probably tucked away, my friends. Look at that. Woo! It's got a little bite onto that one. Rafinha. That's violence, baby. Xavi. Barcelona is looking good. Rafinha is looking good. Goal at minute 67, and it's looking like Barcelona is running away with this one. So Torres, Gavi, and Pedri, Cucurella were already tired. Let's bring in Christensen, because I'm really a little bit hesitant about Inigo's performance. So we're going to bring in Christensen. And I don't want to take out Martinez because he's been playing well. Let's put Frimpong on the left-hand side. And let's close this one out. So Christensen comes in for Inigo Martinez, who has not been playing well. And we have Frimpong coming in on the left-hand side for Balde. All right, guys, get a little bit organized, please. Bernal sticking on it. Good job. Safe to say the player of the match might just be Casal, even though one could make the argument for Rafinha. We'll see. Let's put this one away first. Still plenty of time. I mean, it is still dangerous. I mean, they're one goal away from getting back into this one. Here's Arnau. Happy to be back into the starting lineup. Casal, Rafinha. Here's a good triangulation in the back door. Lewandowski unable to put that away. Rafinha. Once again, Rafinha. He's going to go long distance. I got to really work on my aim there, but guys, it's because we're using camera 2.0. I haven't used camera 2.0 in a little while. More changes for Albacete. Ooh, stolen by Lewandowski. Here's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Paulo Torre, nice little spin. Gives it to Casal. Casal says, let's take our time, as he does not get the ball out to Frimpong. Frimpong chasing. Stay out wide, Frimpong. Cover your space. Careful with the run down the middle. Careful with the run on the outside. Got a little trouble here. Little trouble. Here's Christensen. Can he do a better job? Yes, he can. He chases it down. Ooh, venomous center, but that's cleared. And Lewandowski's off to the races with Rafinha. Barca plays it back. Minute 81. Barca looking really good here. Here's Casal talking about looking good. Ooh. Little risky, but we get through it. I feel a little bit more pressure by Albacete. Barcelona trying to own possession. And That was a bad pass, and here comes Albacete at minute 84. Hopefully they don't give us too many problems. Minute 86, this one's coming to an end as Bernal with the steal. He's looking sharp, looking good. He's looking like a first-team player at his 17 years of age. Christensen swings it over to Frimpong. Frimpong fakes. Back to Christensen. Swings it over to Arnau. Arnau sees the run on the back door. Nice pass to Casal. Casal cuts inside, gets the corner kick. Good run by Casal. And this one's going to end, guys. We're going to be taking this one as Albacete makes more changes, but that's going to be too little too late. This is probably going to be the last corner kick of the game. Maybe we get a little extra game goal at the end. No? And that's it, folks. We did it. Barcelona move on from round 16. And we're looking good. And the new marks, Marc Bernal, Marc Casal, are looking really good. And Hansi Flick is looking like a genius. Lamine Yamal breaking the ice with the goal. All right, let's take a dip into those match facts. We ended up possessing the ball for 64%. We had an expected of 2.3, but we did better. We got 3. 118 passes versus 67. This really was a dominant performance by Barcelona, so I'm feeling pretty good. We had 9 interceptions. Let's take a look at the team performances. It is Marc Casal who takes the game ball as he was the best performer of the game. He did have a banger goal. He had an assist. He got an 8.4. Lamine Yamal comes in second. Rafinha, and look at that. Welcome back, Arnau Martinez. Looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, so it looks like Granada has beat Celta. Atletico Madrid has beat Las Palmas. Of course, we win, and Villarreal has come through. And on the other side, you can see these scores right there. Athletic Club has beaten Leganés. The rest of the games have not happened yet.
Tengo varias preguntas que hacerle, pero antes me gustaría darle las gracias por su tiempo.
All right, yeah, we look good, man. You didn't just win the game, you did it in style. Yes, we did. Are you happy with the comprehensive victory? We were good, but we could be better. We were a little shaky at the beginning, you know? Our defense was a little shaky. I think we can improve a little bit defensively. I know we're playing very well overall this season defensively, but there was a little bit too many mistakes at the beginning. Were we pleased with Araujo's display? Yes, we're always pleased with Araujo's display. He deserves all the credit, and I do want him at this level. Very good game by Araujo. A good win in the end. Were you pleased with the performance? To be honest, I think the best answer here is actually what I do believe. We're working hard at being better organized. We do have to be a little bit better organized, especially at the beginning of a game. We got to stop conceding early.
Muchas gracias por las respuestas.
So we got some information in our inbox. So it looks like Fermin Lopez has suffered a bruised elbow. So it's only gonna be 5 days. That's good news, guys. Let's take a look at the player chats. Boss, I really think if I don't start getting a regular game, I'm gonna need to consider my future here. De Jong, you were tired, my friend. Little dramatic there, my friend. I think the best thing to say is you're still in contention, my friend. Don't worry, you're gonna get time, De Jong. You're just tired, man. Marc Casal, hey Gaffer, just want to say thanks for giving me the chance to show what I can do. I feel like I'm ready for regular games now. Hope you'll be thinking about me in regular matches. Marc Casal, welcome to the first team. That's all I have to say. Outstanding, son. That's gonna make him very happy. It's good to see Marc Casal. Dude, he's actually very, very banger. Like, he was very agile. I'm really looking forward to having Marc Casal in our starting lineup, man. Okay, so we do have a couple of transfer offers. So Genoa's offering some dude and 3.8 for Julian Araujo. That's just not gonna do. So let's see if we can renegotiate this. See what happens if we delegate. I don't want the player. Let's see if we can sell him for 7.9. We'll settle for 4.3. So that's on the move. We also have an offer for Mikael Fey here. It's from Cordoba, Instituto de Córdoba. They're offering 3.7. Mikael Fey's market value is 3.4. I think we should definitely get more for him. At least 4 million, man. We're gonna delegate this one as well. And I guess we'll settle for 3.7 at the least. We'll see how that goes. So we also have an offer from Monaco for Mark Giu. Vincella's offering 1.7. Monaco actually offering more money. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept this one and we'll see what happens. All right, so it's good that we got some offers, but still no offers for the big boys. It might come down to the last day of the transfer window, so we still can't pull the trigger on Dani Olmo. Don't worry, guys. I have a feeling we're going to get the job done just in time. All right, so some good news. We did make 66,000 for that win. It's not a lot, but hey, every little penny helps. All right, so Genoa reached a deal with Genoa for Julian Araujo for 7.9. That actually looks pretty good. And also for Faye. Let's go take a look at these. So for Julian Araujo, I am going to accept this offer. I think it's a good deal. His market value was 6.5. We're going to get 7.9. I accept. We'll see if that deal goes through. Also, Mikel Faye has a second offer, but this one's for less money. We already have a pretty good offer, 6.7. So if we have an offer for 6.7, let's delegate this one. We'll put the starting one. We'll put this at 6.7. And if they offer more, we'll give it to them. All right, so there's 2 offers there for Mikel Faye. Hopefully one of those 2 will go through. So we're looking a little bit better now. So talks have broken down, unfortunately, with the Mark Ju. So that sucks. Let's see. We did get an offer from Leeds United for Chatty Riyad. It looks like Salt Lake. Sorry to have. So Salt Lake is out. So let's go take a look at that. So for Chatty Riyad, he's worth 2.9. They're offering exactly 2.9. Let's delegate to see if we get something more. All right. So both offers for Mikel Faye have broken down. I wonder if one had to do with the other. So next time, let's just negotiate with one team. I don't know how that works, but that sucks. We had 2 good offers. Mark Ju, looks like... I thought this one broke down. Looks like it's still in motion. We still have 3 in motion. All right, so now I get it. So when it comes to Mark Ju, both offers were accepted by the club. But when it comes to the player, Mark Ju did reject... Let's see here. He rejected Vizela, but he has not yet rejected Monaco. So that one's ongoing. So we still might get a good deal for Mark Ju with Monaco. That's still on. So with the extra games due to winning the Supercopa and the ongoing Copa del Rey, since Xavi is in charge, he has decided to rotate players that are not in Hansi Flick's plans for next season and are on the transfer and loan list, such as Victor Roque and Joao Felix, as Barcelona takes on Atletico de Bilbao. But Barcelona would pay the price early, as Nico Williams would score practically at kickoff. Barcelona would find themselves down early. And to add insult to injury, pun not intended, Marc Bernal would go down early with a very serious looking injury. But it looks kind of serious and you just wonder how serious the injury is. Luckily, Xavi was rotating and Kimmich would come in for Bernal. And if Barcelona needs to rethink the selling of Kimmich, around the 10th minute, Barcelona would pick up their spirits as Cassan Balde would push through a good ball to Victor Roque, but he was denied. Again, at minute 27, Victor Roque would go looking for Joao Felix in a 1-2. That would just be saved by the goalkeeper. At minute 32, Kimmich would come up with a steal. This would lead to a rather beautiful transition by Barça, as Joao Felix would try and assist the returning Fermin Lopez, but that too was blocked. Barcelona would go into the halftime down 1-0 despite 6 shots versus Bilbao's 1. That one did go in, and having 64% of possession, Barcelona was looking good on paper but not so much on the pitch. But at kickoff, Barca would suffer the same fate as the first half and get scored on the very first play. This is surely going to raise some questions, for Barcelona seem to be unprepared many times during a match, whether it be at the beginning, at halftime, even sometimes between substitutes. So definitely a little bit more focus is needed by Barca. At minute 49, Fermin would lose the ball to Luis Garcia, who would find the already goal scorer Nico Williams. He would blow right past the Barca defense, and it would have been 3-0 if it weren't for Ter Stegen. At minute 56, Barcelona would start to find their stride. Fermin would give a good ball to Frimpong, who then passed it to Victor Roque, who almost found the back of the net. Shortly thereafter, Xavi would come in for Casal, who was tired, and give Barca some much-needed aggression on the field. Xavi would pick off Galarreta at minute 61, get past the heavy tackle, pass it to Joao Felix. Felix would then leave it on a silver platter for Xavi, but Xavi would fail in frustration as he swung it high and wide. Soon after, Rafinha would come in for Lamine Yamal, and Barca would finally get going. With the game getting late at minute 67, Felix would make a steal, find Xavi, who would then find Victor Roque. Roque would brush off the tackle, hang on to it, find his way back to Felix, who would then give it to Xavi for a lovely one-touch pass for the cutting Fermin Lopez, who would make a cheeky dummy turn and hand it off to Victor Roque for the finish, and Barcelona were finally on board. Now carrying momentum, Balde would make an interception, play it to Xavi, who would put it nicely to Fermin, who then finds Felix, who would make some room for himself and put it back at the net, and we would be square at 2-2. By the way, a very nice finish for Felix, who has been put on the transfer market, and it looks like he's not leaving quietly, almost making a statement there. Barcelona hoping to get a nice bid for him, as it has not been a bad year for the kid. In the end, it was just enough for a tie, as Barcelona make a comeback and equalize this one 2-2. So with the draw, we're still not sure how this is going to pan out on the table. For Real Madrid is yet to play their 22nd game, and it's going to be a couple days, so we're not going to find out until the next episode. So we can end up either 2 points behind or even up to 5, which would kind of suck. But what's more worrying is just how serious is that injury to Bernal. Barcelona are going to be running tests in the next 24 hours, and we will find out in the next episode. But before you go, a special thanks to my moderators and for my members. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, please take the time to drop a like. If you want to go the extra mile, please leave a comment. If you missed the previous episode, that's going to be on your lower left. The new episode is going to be on the lower right once it's ready. Special thanks to everybody, and I'll see you guys on the next one.